Okay, I hope this is actually lighted enough because I'm shooting in, I'm shooting outdoor, like outside. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mommy and this is Unisport. If you're coming here for the first time, I talk about books, life experiences, and share from the world. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, you want to click on the subscribe button and on the notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a new video. So today we're talking about love and honor, love and honor, and love and honor in the context of marriage. Okay, and I feel that this is something we need to talk about. It's an issue we need to address. Okay, because most of the time you see that although there's popular saying that money is the root of all evil, but in marriage I feel that money is actually almost the cause of most arguments and maybe most of disagreements between couples. And I feel that because the wife doesn't have enough, she tends to dishonor the husband, or because the husband is not loving enough, she tends to love in the context of helping, giving a helping hand in doing this and doing that around the house. And she begins to build up bitterness in her heart and resentment towards the husband. And I don't feel that that is a good enough reaction to dissatisfaction for the women. I don't think that should be their first reaction, response all the time. Resentment, and then if you an African person, say from any of the black countries, you see that most wives sit their children, to talk to them about what their father has done wrong. Their father, who is her own husband, you know, like the popular saying goes, or like they would always advise in counseling, that you shouldn't discuss your spouse with anybody. If the person is not your spouse's mentor, or the person is your spouse's um say pastor, don't discuss your husband or wife with the person. Why? It's I feel that it will turn out a bridge of trust. Like, I love this person, so why are you discussing me with this? Why did you talk about, why how does this person know about this issue between both of us? So I feel that the person, will begin to distrust you and begin to keep some things to himself as the husband and to herself as the wife. So now, love and honor. Love and honor. What is the true meaning? Like we have in First Corinthians 13 that love forbears. Love forbears. So if you're for me as a person, I hate it when I have to pick after someone, or like my brother. When he comes into the house, he dumps this hair, takes water from the fridge, dumps it on the table, and just I don't like it when I have to pick after you. I feel you're an adult, so why don't you just do the right thing? I don't like it, and that actually happens between couples. Like, okay, so when the wife is doing a lot enough, and then you now had your own extra baggage, she feels frustrated, and the first thing she wants to do is to, after building up the anger in her heart for a long time, like, okay, she endures, fix your shirt today, fix your shoe today, tomorrow, do this tomorrow, and then after a long time she already has bitterness in her heart. And the day she eventually now burst out, she begins to say some things that implies that she doesn't honor her husband or doesn't respect her husband. And I don't think that's okay, especially if you have grown up children around, or when you have children that are still like in their 10, 15, 20. Even at 20, I don't feel that it's okay for you to dishonor your husband who happens to be their dad in their presence. Don't do that. So what is the right thing to do? To talk about it. When it happens, talk to your spouse about it. Sit him or her down. babe, you're doing this, and I don't think it's okay. And like they say that Rome is not built in a day. So you keep talking about it. You keep talking. That's the way I do with my brother. And I feel that it's also applicable to grown up men. I mean, you can talk to them every single time. In fact, yesterday I say had like uh, disagreement with my brother because he did something that was not right. I mean, still picking up after him, and I was like, "Why did you do that? You didn't pick that here. Why did you dump it here?" And it was like, so and this is not my first time I'm talking about it. My brother is 20 this year, June, and I feel that we've been together for 20 years. That means we've been together for 20 years, and I've always been talking about this since he's a teenager till now that he's an adult, and I keep talking about it every day. So one day it is going to stick. I mean, you can keep doing that with your spouse too. One day he or she is going to turn around. So when you say you love your husband, loving and dishonoring a person does not go hand in hand. How do you love a person and you say I love you, but I don't just I feel that you begin to say something and the person wonders, how do you love me and you talk about me behind me? How do you love me and you say bad things about me? How do you love me and dishonor me? So when you say you love, and Bible says, wife love your husband, okay? Wife honor your husband. Yeah, that's what the word says. And the word says, husband love your wife. So, wife, how do you honor your husband and talk bad about him? It doesn't go hand in hand. How do you honor your husband and raise a voice at him? How do you honor your husband and talk him down? Okay, I don't think that that's it. Way they don't go in the same sentence. It doesn't go honoring and disrespecting, honoring and not loving. Yes, how do you honor a person and not love the person? Okay, I honor you, and even though you don't do some things, well, I still honor you. That also literally translates to I honor you, and I like you, so I will not do some things. I will not do this because I honor you. So I hope that you understand what I am saying. Henceforth, when issues arise, as soon as they arise, talk about it. Talk about it. Babe, I don't like this. Even if it's warrant that I said like 20 times, it is going to stick one day. I bet it is going to stick one day. I don't like what you're doing. As the husband says, don't try to man it up. Don't man up what you can't think. Like if it irritates you, just talk about it. I don't like this, okay? And I feel I am just like that. When I love to know if there are principles in a place. I am not the kind of person that will break rules. I am not. So if I don't know the rules, how do I abide by them? So it's the same in marriage, in every relationship. If I don't know you don't like um say fried rice now, and I keep preparing fried rice and you smile because you don't want me to feel bad. I prepare fried rice today, you eat it, and maybe you remain some because you don't really like it. Tomorrow I feel, oh, he enjoys it, I prepare another fried rice. How do I know you don't like it? How do I know you don't like it? Or how do I know something is wrong if you don't tell me? If I don't know, there's no way I can adjust. So how does a spouse know that you don't like it when she doesn't tidy up the place? How does your spouse know you don't like it when he doesn't give you enough? Like he has the money, but he expects you to ask. How does he know that you need some money when you don't ask? Okay, so you need to talk, ask, open your mouth, and ask. You know, the Bible says, ask and it shall be given unto you. Okay, knock, it shall be open. Okay, I hope that you got something from this. Don't forget that the major highlight is as a wife, don't discuss your husband with your children. I don't think that makes your children honor their dad more. I don't think that make them love your husband more. So don't discuss your husband with your children. He is their dad, and you should be seen as their superhero, has their cover. So when you begin to discuss you know him with the children, they begin to you know dislike him, and then automatically disrespect him. So the major highlight: don't discuss your husband with your children. It's not okay, it's not good enough. Another thing is, if you honor your husband, you love him, and if you love him, you will not disrespect him. Okay, if there's anything he's doing that you don't like, just talk about it. Don't build it up, don't woman it up or man it up. The same applies to the don't man anything you can't take for like forever. Don't man it up, just talk about, speak up. I don't like this. Okay, so again I said, don't don't hold grudges in your heart. If your spouse has done something bad that you don't like, tell him to stop. If it doesn't stop, don't forget, Rome is not built in a day. Keep talking about it. Even if it's around to talk about it like 5 times in a day, talk about it like 5 times. Talk about it 5 times, so that soon, I mean very soon, it's going to, change. I mean, adjust. If you enjoyed this video, I'd like you to give it a thumbs up. If there's something you'd like me to talk about, just drop in the comment section and I'll be sure to come up to discuss it. And if you haven't subscribed, I wonder why you've not. So you want to subscribe and click on the notification bell to get a first-hand notice every single time I upload a new video. Till I come up again, my name is Mommy. This is Unisport. You want to follow me on Instagram at uni.sport. Uni.sport. You also want to follow the radio I work for. They upload amazing content, 247 gospel content. So you want to follow them on Instagram at Kingdom Lifestyle Radio, on Twitter at Kingdom Life STR. They're also on YouTube at Kingdom Lifestyle Radio. So I come up again, keep reading LD and stay happy and blessed. Lots of love. Bye.